Please, please, please. Yo, guys and girls, and welcome back to Crozy slash Chat in the Flat. If you don't see my face, the best way to look at it is if you don't see my face, then we probably are doing a Chat in the Flat more than we are doing a original Crozy video. I seen a really interesting question the other day on Facebook, which was, are men and women equal in relationships? And it got me thinking. Are we? Do men want equality? Do women want equality? Is that something in relationships that either party actually does want? Thinking about the things that we want from each other, the expectations men have, what women have from men, and vice versa. I don't think equality is something anyone wants, is it? In a relationship? For example, women would like a man who is taller, earns more money, stronger, smarter than themselves. In general, women would like a few traits which are higher traits than what those men possess. And in the same way, men look at women like we want youth, fertility, beauty. We have a few traits that we naturally, that there are traits that obviously go with the few traits, but there are a few biological traits that we're all adept to and naturally looking for in the opposite partner, whether you're looking for a man or a woman. So naturally, if men are looking for something more than what they can offer, what they can bring to the table, and if women are doing the same thing and looking for traits that are above their own traits, height, strength, whatever it might be, protection, whatever it might be in those circumstances, then you're not even going into any relationship equal, are you? There are fundamental natural differences where you're not equal. I don't believe equality is real, for want of a better phrase. Like, even as a man, there are men I am not equal to. So I don't understand why women would expect to be equal to men. Now, I get rights, I get the treatment of each other being fair, I get a fair court system, I get a fair wage. I understand all of those things, like nobody should be paid any different for those kind of little things. But we're not fundamentally and biologically equal. We think differently, we feel differently, and generally we believe differently. So it's a tricky one. I don't think we go into any relationship, whether that be friendship, love, parents and sons, parents and kids aren't equal. Your parent always is the leader, is always above. There is no equality in that relationship, and that relationship works fine. There doesn't have to be equality in a relationship for any relationship to actually work. So I thought, to go with the topic, I thought I'd bring a little video in, and the video is called "Why Can't They Ever Understand Women and Men Are Different?" Let's jump in, have a little look and a reaction, and we'll see what it's about. You got big up, fresh and fit. Always big up, fresh and fit.
Youth, etc. Beauty is a woman's commodity. Success is a man's commodity. It's been that way since the beginning of time. Now,
But
if you want
girls
to
can
sit
have
here,
success too, and just
but here's the thing, though:
They
a
can.
woman's success is not a woman's success is not critical to her ability to find a mate. Whereas a man,
Men don't care. Men do not care what women earn, what they strive to achieve. We just don't. It's not something that makes us hard. It's not something that gets us going. It's not something that we don't wake up in the morning and think, yes, my missus has got the greatest job in the world. She's going to go in, do that. It's nice and it's a bonus, but it's not essential.
success is critical to him finding a mate.
Honestly, I think that's changing
I think I
nowadays.
feel
Like, if
like
anything,
multiple mates.
you have all these women that have these businesses, and we are actually trying to
Yeah, I get what they're saying. Like, society's changing because women can start an OnlyFans and earn £100,000 in the first year, and then get into the top 5%. It's not hard for women to actually go out and make money because men will pay for stuff because men are stupid.
we are now the ones supporting the men.
all my life,
Honestly,
women
same.
did support me.
Literally,
That's
I've
lovely,
supported
but
all
men
the
don't
women
like it
all
when
the
women
time.
support us. Men don't like when women go out of their way to support us. We like to be the breadwinner. It makes us feel manly. It makes us feel masculine. It makes us feel wanted, protective, and all of the things that we biologically feel when a woman's bringing in more bread and she's offering stuff that you can't even offer. It takes away a tiny bit of your masculinity, inadvertently, but it just does.
realistic. But are you with those men now? No.
No,
So the
because
point.
of
Okay,
political
exactly.
cancel
Exactly.
So it proves my point even further that men are measured on what they create, their income they have, and their status. Women are measured on their beauty. You guys living here in Miami, how many dumb bimbos do you know that get invited to celebrity parties and or dating guys that are way above them socioeconomically status-wise? There's a bunch.
There you go. So women get the opportunity just on their looks alone. Women get open to loads of vast opportunities worldwide. Pretty privilege is a thing. If you're a pretty gal, you do get a bit more privilege than even ugly gals do. But even mediocre gals get a lot of privilege in regards to they've got men bullshitting them, telling them they're beautiful, telling them they're hot, and they're not. They're below average, most of them.
You could be a girl, 21 years old, no accomplishments, get invited to a party with Future and Gunna and everything. He was there, whereas as a man, you have to become a somebody to get invited to these parties. Men and women are not the same, and a woman's value is not based on how much money she earns in her success. If she does, it's fantastic, good for her. But it does not make her sexier to men.
Society is drifting it so that that's the way that it is. That it's good for women to go out there and earn their buck and be successful and do all the things that men do or men have done, for even want of a better phrase. But that doesn't make our dicks hard. We're not sat there going, "Whoa, look at Lady Gaga, she's worth loads of money." Any man that says that is a wrong'un.
Especially a man that makes a lot of money. You're using a male metric of success, which unfortunately that's great.
That women want to be men, and then they're telling us that we have to find that attractive. It don't work like that.
But it isn't going to make you sexier to the opposite gender. And I would argue, the more money a woman makes, the less attractive she becomes to the very men that she's fighting to get in front of.
Because you're categorized as independent.
Why would she want to get in front
To
of a
be
man
honest, I
that's
really don't
intimidated by
care.
how much she makes? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm simply saying, as a woman
Would
earns
you
more
want to
money,
get in front of a man that doesn't want to talk to you because you make too much money?
no.
I think the
That
women at
doesn't-
the table are thinking of times like now.
She's it's hit her. That's triggered her with the way she's moving the one in the orange. She ain't liking it at all. But despite the way that she feels and despite the objection, why would a woman want to sit in front of a man who isn't attracted to the way they make? Well, we're just not. Naturally, biologically, we are not. So you've got the nerve to tell us what we should be attracted to. It's fine for women to be attracted to what they want to be attracted to. Women can be attracted to height, money, whatever they want. That's absolutely fine. Us men will adapt. We'll realise that that's not the girl for us, or decent men will understand that, you move on and hopefully there will be someone there who is attracted to you. But she feels entitled for all men to be attracted to her money because she's successful. Well, fuck you, bitch.
Like not like back then. Like they're thinking of women now.
Are you
like,
successful yourself?
empowered.
You seem like you're strong and independent and successful, correct? You make your own money. So would you date a guy that lives with his mom and is not ambitious?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. You want
There you go. So she will only date a guy whose success is higher to her. So she's fucked. If she's truly successful, say she earns 250 grand a year, her market is low. She won't date a guy less successful than her.
a guy at least on your level, correct?
That's so confusing.
Well, that's the biggest difference between men and women. We're very different. Men do not care about a woman's success level
I
when
know.
it
I
comes
know
to
a
dating.
lot of
But
men.
We're very different. She says she knows a lot of men, but because she's got money, so bums, people who haven't got money, will gravitate to her. People will try to slide into her inbox. People will try to get with her. She's got money. Like, there are people out there who take advantage of people. So she either dates up, dates a guy who's more secure, so that way her money's secure because he's never going to need her money, or she dates down and dates a guy who could potentially rob her and she ends up with nothing. You know what I mean? So even when she earns money, it narrows her chances of who she could date anyway, because she doesn't even know who to trust.
That
Also know
actually
a
give
lot
a
of
fuck about
women-
who the people are.
I mean, you.
Not just
A man is literally telling you the honest truth is.
you, not speak for all men.
Okay,
You are
guys in the chat, we got 5,000 y'all in here.
I used to think that my feelings were wrong. I used to think that the way I felt was wrong, but all these red pill, all these shows showed me how to do was express the way I feel in a way that's logical and sensible, not aggressive, doesn't make anyone lash out. It just allows me to explain, allows these men, people like myself, to explain how we're feeling, which I always thought was the key. I always thought men's mental health, let's talk about how you feel, was a key thing. The minute we actually do talk about how we feel, we're the West in the world. It's crazy.
Give me a one in the chat if you do not care about a woman's career. Give me a one in the chat if you do not care about a woman's career, guys. Let's see what they say. We got 5,000 plus guys in here, and here we go.
But I also know a lot of women that don't care about a man.
So her
What they
career
care
could be
about you, they don't care about what you got going on. I know a whole bunch of women that take care of their men.
I mean,
What
if
does
we
that
ask
mean?
her, maybe if he has a big dick, would you take care of him? Right? I would.
Okay. So
I'm just
simply put,
she said she liked a big dick.
Simply
Yeah,
put.
I would.
Oh wow, there you go. He's got a big dick. If you've got a big dick, she'll pay for your life, which will take away from having that big dick anyway, because you're just getting emasculated every time she buys you something.
Would.
like you can
That's why I'm
say
taking care of
you
man
can say
vibes,
that, but
right?
the truth is that
And they're
guys
done
that are highly successful,
Right?
right? Guys, please stop. The guys that are highly successful want young, attractive girls, and they don't necessarily care about how much money she makes with her career. It is what it is. There's a million articles out there of women complaining about men not being socioeconomically attractive. I mean, hell, you said your guy was a bum. You had to support him. You left him. Fine. But I guarantee you, if the roles were reversed, he would probably stick it out with you because men don't necessarily care about a woman's ability to earn. If you make your own money, it's great, but it doesn't really benefit me.
Nailed it. She's the guy that she said that she supported. She's not with him. She's dumped him. She's got sick of supporting him, so he's gone. So she's single. It's bullshit. It's utter bullshit.
It's the
Okay,
truth.
facts. But like, if you go on a date with a girl, or you go out with a girl, and when you're going shopping, and she goes to and she pulls out her own wallet to go pay for her own shit, doesn't that kind of man, you fine? Like that's kind of hot. Be like, nah, don't.
No, the complete opposite. If I ask a girl out, I intend to pay. If she asks me out, we'll go 50-50. That's the deal. That's, I think, the fairest deal to do it. If I ask her out, I'm paying. If she asks me out, we'll go 50-50.
Don't worry, babe. I got it. And like, you pay for it, obviously. And honestly, if you didn't pay for it, I'd be like, yo, this is the last time I pay for my own shit. with you.
Ladies,
This is-
you know what the problem is? And women make this mistake numerous times. We've interviewed at this point well over 1,000 women.
Woo!
Cardinal mistake of thinking attraction is symmetrical. It's not.
It's not symmetrical. We don't think the same. We don't feel the same. We just don't. Men that tell you that they do feel the same as you, we can empathize and we can put ourselves in each other's shoes, and that's what we have to do to meet that middle ground. But men who truly tell you they feel the same way as you, they're the ones that will say anything to get in your pants.
You're not attracted to the same things you guys are. You guys are attracted to ambition, income, status, height, strength. What are men attracted to? The complete opposite. Submissiveness, beauty, youth, a woman that can bear our children, etc. If you have a career and you're strong and independent,
Facts.
fantastic. You know what that's the equivalent to for a man? Let's say I went on a date with you and I told you, hey, I'm a really snappy dresser. I got a whole closet full of Jordans. Got some Jimmy Choo sneakers. No one else has them. I got a wardrobe worth $1 million. You'd be like, all right, that's cool for you, but it doesn't really benefit me. That's how men feel about women's career. And the more money a man makes, the less he cares about a woman's career.
Yeah. So men who don't make much money will give a shit about what women earn because, they can see a potential there. They can see a potential to take some of it, to share some of it, to have a better life. But men who are already successful, men who already earn money, they don't give a shit what women earn. They truly don't. And most good men shouldn't neither.
Look at rappers, look at NBA players, etc. They're dating girls that are bimbos because they're young and hot, and that's what men care about. They care about beauty. Your career is good for you, but it doesn't make you sexier. You will lose every single
Does
time
not make you
to a
sexier.
girl that is young and hot if you have a career and you're not that attractive. It is what it is. Whereas a man that isn't attractive but has a career, successful, etc., can definitely pull chicks that an attractive guy will never be able to get. We're very different, ladies. I mean, you guys can fight biology as much as you want.
Yeah, women look at Seal. You know what I mean? Seal's got horrendous scars on his face, but he gets supermodels, doesn't he? Like, Seal walks around with supermodels. And it's not because he's attractive.
But it's the truth.
Well said.
I mean, go ahead, Dora. Sure.
I think you
And I
said
know
that
you had
pretty well.
something. I could see you're triggered, but go ahead.
No, but you really actually said that pretty well because I'm gonna be very blunt. Like, I've had a couple sugar daddies before and stuff like that, and they make a
My
certain
ninja.
they make a certain amount of value. Like, they make a certain amount of money a year and shit like that. They don't give a fuck what I make. They don't, and they still take care of me. That's why, because
They do give a fuck about what you make. That's
They
why
don't.
they're giving you money.
No,
They don't. They
They
want to
want
spend
you.
time with you, sweetheart. They want to spend time with you. They don't care about what you make.
Some men
They don't.
It's true. We care about time. Like, men like being around women. I'll rephrase that, actually. Men love being around the woman they love. They genuinely do. Like, it makes us feel secure. It makes us feel safe. It makes us feel soft. It makes us feel gentle. It makes us feel calm. Like, a woman should always be a man's 100% muse. If you can be a man's muse, if you can be his peace, his solace, his if you can offer him silence when the world's really, really loud, you're offering him something that nobody else in the world can offer. I promise you.
Don't. They
They're
don't.
paying for your attention.
If they know that they have enough money to spend time with you and get your time, which is so valuable to them, that's why they want you.
But if they know that you don't have any money,
They
that
don't
becomes
care.
less valuable.
They take care of you. If they want you, if they really want you, they will take care of you.
Yeah, if a man really wants you and you haven't got no money, he'll do his best to give you even small things. Let's just say he hasn't got a lot of money. It could be small things, but he will try his best to give you those small things, which will eventually, hopefully, equate to the larger, grander picture of happiness and security and togetherness.
Literally, all I'm trying to say, any type of dude, like if they are a high value man, they don't care about what you make, bro. They really don't care about what you make. Because I've gotten screamed at before at my sugar daddy about what I make and shit like that. They're like, I don't care. Like, I could give you
Or
this.
it's not a bum.
I'm not. I make my own money. I don't need to depend on no man. I go to the club. I make shit. I make my money on online.
Independence is one of the worst, least attractive words a woman can use, though. I get what this woman's saying, and she seems to be down the rightish path. She understands the point, but dependence and independence is who you independent of. When a woman says I'm an independent bitch or I'm a boss bitch or I'm independent, who is she independent of? Men is the answer. And yeah, okay, you're independent. You don't need me. So I've got to hang around on the odd chance that you might want me. It's both ways, isn't it? Like once you get into that relationship point, you need each other. You need each other to grow. You need each other to be better. You need each other to be more secure.
I make money in person. I go to the club. So I don't even go to the club right now because it's not even worth it. The value of like what you're making in the club right now is at down. And it's surprising because it's the holidays. Right now, you're supposed to be making money. Over here in Miami, they ain't shit to be made. You're gonna work your ass off for probably about 10 hours for no reason. I make my money online and I meet people up. I do massages too. You make hella money just doing massages.
She started by defending the point, and now she's gone on to just making money. Her making money, that's a little bit narcissistic, isn't it?
So that being said, like I meet hella people of value and they don't give a fuck about what I make because they'll give me more on top of that because they like me, because they want to see me again. Why? Because I demand them to understand that my time is very valuable. My time is not to be wasted. If you waste my time, you will never see me again. And if you try to see me again, I'm gonna degrade you a little bit because the fact that you wasted my time.
Wow, she went from being alright to just being an absolute knobhead.
Just say it's fine. Like this is a
It's your
civil
own
discussion.
opinion.
Like
Oh, well, it's hard for her because what she said made no sense. Like what the woman in the red said absolutely made no sense whatsoever. She just spouted out a lot of words about how she was earning, and then the earnings went shit, and that all come from her saying how men just want a bit of time. Mental. It's almost like women just put words together and chuck it out sometimes. They just like put a sentence together and chuck it out and then just think, that'll do. It doesn't even have to make any logical sense. It's just like a combination of words, and then you're left there going, did that make sense? Did it? Like I've watched, like they say they've interviewed thousands of women. I've watched them interview thousands of women, and there's not a lot of difference. It doesn't matter if they're educated. It doesn't matter if they're strippers. It doesn't matter what they do. It's all the same gabble of words, sometimes just combined together to make no sense whatsoever.
No, because he made the argument about like them not wanting hoes, but then that was what it turned into is they want only hoes.
They don't want hoes.
Yeah, that's what he literally just said. They want
No,
somebody
he's
that they
saying
can
that they
control
want
and
somebody
give money to,
submissive,
and they
but
don't
that's
have
not
to
all
do
let me make
anything.
this extremely clear.
What? So she's taken from that men are attracted to youth, beauty, into men want hoes. No, we don't. This is the complete opposite. Men want the complete opposite. We don't want hoes. We want chastity. Chastity is a lost word that is essential for me. Like anyone over six. If I really like someone and they tell me they've been with over 6 people, it makes me feel wobbly inside.
There's men, right? There's sexual attraction, then there's relationship attraction. So there's girls that you want a wife, and then girls that you're just gonna have sex with. Okay, men look at things differently. So if you're just gonna casually have sex with a girl, cool. Let's do all the strange, weird shit. Cool, fantastic. Let's get
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? That is.
our sexual fantasies out there. But when it comes to taking a woman serious for courtship and eventually marriage and potentially children and a family, men are gonna be far more serious about vetting the woman. It's not the same. So what she's referring to is there's guys that want to hang out with young attractive girls, sometimes sexually, and then it might go from there into a relationship. But when a man commits to a girl, he's gonna want a certain type of character. He's not gonna want her to put all her assets out there. It's been that way since the beginning of time. Men are very territorial with women, and we have all these stupid institutionalized terms nowadays that we use. It's insecure, toxic, misogynistic, blah blah blah. No, I consider it intelligent, protecting your relationship,
Holding up
protecting.
the patriarchy.
God, holding up the matriarchies don't seem to work. Where's one matriarchy in history that's worked? And people be like, yeah, man, that's because of men. Well, yeah, you're fucking right, it's because of men. Because if you had a whole city or a whole village full of women back in the day, men would have come and invaded it from another country. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine if this mentalness had happened 400 years ago when everybody just used to sail around the world and invade each other. Imagine it. It wouldn't have happened. We get the opportunity to live in a matriarchy because men have made it due to the patriarchy. You can't defend nothing with a matriarch.
Okay. I mean, the patriarchy works. It is the reason why you have what you have right
please,
now.
let's control all women. That's just like
It's not about.
great
It's not
idea.
about.
It's nothing to do with control. Like, some women are psycho, aren't they? Like, this woman earns a lot of money, but she's dumb. Which probably, if that was a man, you would say he was dangerous.
Controlling women. I'm simply saying this. If a woman wants to demonstrate certain behavior, don't commit to her. What's wrong with men having choice? You can do what you
Right,
want, but I'm not going to commit to you.
Yeah, do what you want. Honestly, like nobody's out here telling women, like nobody should be out here telling women what to do. But there are consequences to our actions. There are consequences to our choices.
Did I not just tell you that there's two different routes? There's the relationship route and then there's just the sex route.
Yeah, you smash a hoe, you smash a girl who's promiscuous, but you won't wife her. You won't wife her. Like the way I look at it is, say you've slept with a woman who's been with 12 people. You decide to marry a woman who's been with 12 people, right? You can go into 12 different buildings, 12 different places, and you slept with a bloke in each of those buildings. That to me is dodgy. The higher that number goes up, the worse it feels inside. And I'm sort of from 6, like I said, just a minute ago, 6.
The women that men commit to might not necessarily be the same women that they're just having casual sex with. There's two different routes. Just like you have a guy that you might friend zone and you'll never fuck him, and then another guy that you like really hot for him and he doesn't have to pay a cent to see you. They're the same exact thing.
Switch the role. Switch the role so
And
this
that's,
can be
yeah, and that's
understood
what I'm
a
trying to
little more.
tell her. You have guys in the friend zone that you would never have sex with, probably, correct?
Correct.
Exactly. So that's just like guys. There's women in the sex zone that they will never take seriously and give a relationship.
You don't
Same
think the
exact
girls
thing.
have that?
Nailed it. Yeah, and girls probably do have that. The next question is going to be, don't you think girls have that? And of course they do. But we're different. If girls have got 5 of those, it's not an achievement. It's not an achievement for girls to get sex. Even girls know this. It's not an achievement. Because men will give sex easily. So if women really, really want sex, it's not hard to get. It's difficult for men. So, that was a little look at a video which stemmed from the question. Don't forget the original question of the video, which was, are men and women equal in relationship? And as I said before at the start, I don't actually believe that anybody's equal in any relationship. There are things where you will be equal, where you will share things, which doesn't necessarily mean equality. But most people in relationships, most people in any kind of companionship, there shouldn't be equality. And we don't necessarily always want equality as humans. It's unattractive. It's unattractive to women if I'm 5'2", big bum, and all the traits that men want from women. That's unattractive. Anyway, this has been Crozy. This has been Chatting the Flat. Please stick around for more. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in appearing on the show, let me know. Drop me a DM. Get a way of contacting me. I'm always looking for people to sit and do a two-player podcast with. Thank you very much if you've watched this far. Much love for more.